everybody, this is Jess. Thanks for tuning in, and I've got a few things I'd like to talk to you about. There's one thing I just wanted to say is about when you're working out and your footwear, you need really good footwear. I had a previous pair of Nike sneakers, trainers, whatever you want to call them, and they have just recently gone bust. They're damaged. The back of the sole has started to come out. I've had them for roughly 7 to 8 years, I think. Yeah, it's a really long time. And those are the trainers I was using to do my workouts and running. And on Friday, actually, I ran over about 10 to 14 kilometers. It took me about 3 hours. So I wore those shoes and I experienced quite a bit of pain in my thigh and in my right knee. And when I examined my shoes, I went on the internet and I tried to find out what was going on. Is it just me, or are they like something that I can do? I found out that quite a bit of it is contributed from your footwear, and when I examined my shoes from what they said online, it showed that actually my footwear was it wasn't working. So today I decided, seeing that I had a day off, I decided to go into City Center, and my husband's brother recommended a shoe shop in City Center where they will literally measure your feet, do everything, and pick out the brand or the support that you need in a shoe. When I got to that shop, I was not really expecting anything. I just thought, oh, another posh running shop, and I'm probably going to be expected to spend so much money. And I thought to myself, I'll get my feet examined, I'll get my measurement and everything done. They'll tell me what shoe I need, and I'll go online and buy that shoe. That's literally what I was thinking in my head. When I got there, we went downstairs. He asked me to remove my heels. I put on some socks. He asked me to stand straight, look at him, stand straight, look at the back, like the other way around. He checked if I had a high arch or low arch. He asked me what experiences what I need the shoes for, what I do, if I'm having any pains anywhere, and I told him I had a right knee ache and a right thigh ache, and every so often my back. But I just told him, yeah, I've been, started doing some workouts, so possibly this is the reason why. So he brought some shoes out for me, and he put me in these sneakers. He put me on the treadmill. He asked me what level I wanted to run at, so I told him, like, I normally run at level 8, but put in level 6. And then he put on level 7.5 anyhow. And he recorded me running, this is really interesting. I mean, when I went back to see what he actually recorded on my feet, my right leg, like when you normally walk like this, my right leg was walking like that, and my left leg a little bit, but not too much. My right leg was literally crooked on the outside, so I was running like this on the outside, if you know what I mean. All of that, I think they said maybe you had an injury in the past or when you were younger, and literally you have made your foot to walk like that so you won't feel pain or something like that, or it's just the way your foot is, or something must have happened in order for you to walk like this, because you're supposed to walk like that. Some people, it's just a little bit outwards or a little bit inwards, and it'll be both of your feet more or less the same. Literally, this foot was straight and that foot was like that. So he got some shoes out with a thicker support on this side. I tried them all on. I think I went through probably, I don't want to lie, 10 pairs of shoes. And finally, I mean, it was more my fault than anybody else's fault, because I was like, ooh, those ones are pink. Ah, those ones are blue. Those are orange, like different colors. And it came down to the color at the end of the day. He told me what shoe is good for me, and it came down to the color at the end of the day. And then when I actually thought I liked the shoe, the red ones, he's like, oh, those come in turquoise as well. Then I was like, turquoise? Bring them out, you know? And those are the shoes I've got. So I'm just going to show you my shoes. I probably should have done a video like before I went running on them today, but I went to the park and they're really dirty, so this is it. I'm so sorry they're dirty. The brand is Mizuno. It's a Mizuno brand. I've never heard of them before. I was actually just wanting to replace my Nikes for another Nikes, or Reebok or something else, but these are actually really good. And there was some other shoes called Brooks. So it's between the Mizuno, these ones, and Brooks. So those are the two shoes that I was looking at, like, towards the end. So these are them. They come in this box. So this is the box they came in, just a plain Mizuno box. And inside they had two like little leaflets. This is like some promotion that they're doing, win a trip to Brazil. And that's the care manual. So this literally tells you how you're supposed to care for your shoes. And it has in so many different colors. It tells you that you shouldn't machine wash them, and it tells you why. You should regularly clean them and maintenance them with soapy water and a sponge towel. Literally just tells you what you need to be doing with your shoes. So that's the care manual. Yeah. I'm actually really happy with these shoes. And the store put it in that bag. NBT, but the shop is actually, I don't know, maybe that's their website, I'm not really sure, but it's called The Running Shop. It's literally running and with a person sprinting. That's their shop. Again, I wore these shoes today, this evening, and I went to the park, into the forest area of the park, and I ran with my husband. Actually, he came running with me. I'm succeeding. And they felt very comfortable, spongy, springy. It felt really good. My wrists, my ankles were supported. My feet at the bottom, my toes were literally felt wide open. I wasn't touching the end. Oh, and another thing about touching the end, I'm normally a size 3, UK size 3, US 5, I think. I can't remember. I have to look at one of my shoes. And he brought out a size 3, size 4, and my left toe is bigger than my right toe, so my left foot is longer, and he says that you're supposed to like leave a thumb or a thumb and a half space between when you're standing and between the end of the toe and your normal toe, the end of the shoe and your normal shoe. He put his thumb down and my toe was literally almost touching the end. So he brought a 4.5 out UK size, and I was thinking, I don't even wear a 4. How is this possible? And he put the thumbprint, and it was literally, that's the shoe that I needed. He thought maybe a 5 would be better. I put on a 5, but it felt too floppy, and I thought to myself, if I ran in this, I won't even know where the end is. So, I mean, normally I wear size 3, but these shoes are size 4.5. Oh, yeah, you can see it, like, inside there. So, hi, my battery went flat, so I'm just going to continue. I was at the point to say that these are size 4.5, and I normally wear size 3. So it's a Europe 37, Japanese 23.5. and US W7. So that's the size guide over there. But there's just one thing that you need to know is, when it comes to shoes like trainers, sneakers, you really need to not cheap out on them, because you want to be able to do this exercise for the rest of your life. You need to be able to work out for the rest of your life, and your knees, your joints, everything needs to be supported. From footwear to, the latex, these trousers that you normally wear, whatever they're called. Sports bras for women, keep your breasts supported and everything. So, all the other stuff, I always just go to Sports Direct or wait for sales and whatever. But with my shoes, I definitely did pay a good amount on them. Not like ridiculous, it's affordable. And I really do not regret putting out that money. Like, when we got home, my husband's like, oh, so you're going to start running, a lot now, or you're going to start doing this. I'm a bit jealous that you got new shoes. And I told him, like, if you want to get new shoes, why don't you start running with me? So it feels good to have company when you're running, or even when you're just doing a workout. So just try and push your other half, poke him, and get them to, or her, and get them to join you. That's all I wanted to share. I'm going to be coming out with you another video about my 5-day Inferno plan, so stay tuned. Bye.